Well, hi boys and girls, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are talking about my creative journey and a little bit about creativity as well. Also, before we begin, let me know down in the comments below if you think you're a creative person or if you think you're not a creative person at all, or what do you do to develop your creativity? Let me know, I really want to know. I have always seen myself as a creative person, or at least that's what I wanted to think I was. As the years passed and I tried to do more and more creative things, it made me realize that maybe a creative path might not actually be for me. However, I do believe that if I took the time to develop my skills and to grow more in whatever I was doing, and still now, like if I take the time to draw more or illustrate more and learn more about design and anything that I'm doing, I do believe that creativity is gonna come eventually. So I'm wearing a dress in this video and I haven't had the chance to wear this dress anywhere, and I'm wearing it in this video, so I'm feeling better about myself at least. So back when I was in the 8th grade, I had this amazing idea of becoming a photographer, and my parents were supportive enough of my idea that they got me my first ever DSLR camera. How exciting that was for me back then. It was back in 2009, I think, and I was at the end of 8th grade, going into the 9th grade, so going on to high school. And until then, I used to take pictures on one of those little compact cameras, which, don't get me wrong, did the job just well for a 14-year-old. How old was I? I don't remember exactly. Being 15 and having a DSLR made me feel like a real pro, which I was not even close to being one, but it was so fun. And when I got it, the first thing that I did was to take pictures of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Even the smallest little thing, I would find a way to take pictures of that, and it was so exciting. So throughout high school, I also traveled a little bit, and I went onto some different school trips, which again opened up the opportunity for me to take more pictures in different situations and learn about how to take better pictures and just become better at doing this in general. So that was all fun and games up until I had to find a university to pursue. At first, I was searching for a photography degree, obviously, but then I thought, what the heck am I gonna do with the photography degree? Is it gonna actually help me? Don't get me wrong, I still ended up choosing a shit degree, but that's a story for another video. But then I went on and searched for some photography degrees in my country, and I got really intimidated by the admission requirements. And I also got super disappointed in myself because I didn't know that I could build up a portfolio, and let alone a good-looking portfolio. Also, I didn't think I was able to go through the tests that they were running for the new students. And I just gave up of the idea of pursuing a photography degree at university because I just thought that I was not good enough for that. So as I was giving up of the idea of pursuing a photography degree, I started looking into something else. And I still knew I wanted something creative to do, but I didn't know exactly why. So I did my research and I found graphic design. Now that idea seemed amazing, and I was really excited that I found something to, I don't know, look forward to. But then again, the admission required me to put together a portfolio, and I had no clue how to do that. I had no idea how to even put together art to put in that portfolio, let alone go and present my portfolio in front of some teachers. It was just, again, so intimidating for me. I'm not even taking into consideration the fact that the university was in another country as well, but that doesn't really matter as much as in this story. But because I didn't want to give up this idea as quickly as I did with the photography one, I started looking into design courses and following tutorials on YouTube. Although back then there were very few tutorials on design, and it's incredible to look on YouTube now and how many tutorials there are and how many resources we have. Anyway, totally unrelated. As I said, I started looking more and more into design and courses and tutorials and all of that fun stuff, and I actually found out that I quite enjoy it. I liked being a bit creative and doing something with my own ideas and hands and whatever. Now, my question was I good at designing? I don't think I was. That was actually the first time I found that I am not that creative as I thought I am. I knew I was not one of those persons who had ideas over ideas over ideas over ideas over ideas over ideas. So yeah. I know that we are not born and boom, we are super creative. That's not how it works. I do believe that creativity is supposed to be a continuous learning process, and in order to develop it, you need to continuously just work on it and become better at being creative. One thing that I want you to know is that even though the majority of the time I am not creative, or I struggle to be creative with something, I will still keep on going with what I love doing most, and that is creating stuff and creating videos and creating art. I will still keep on creating, even though I feel like 90% of the times I am not creative at all. Am I super original with my art? No, I am not. Am I bringing extremely new ideas to the painting world? No, I'm not. Am I an amazing illustrator or something? No, I'm not. But that's not the point here. When I started my YouTube channel, I knew that it will involve a lot of creativity, but that didn't stop me. Even though I knew that I wasn't super amazing with coming up with new ideas or new concepts for videos, I still keep on making the videos because I like doing that. Even though at the beginning I was pretty worn out sometimes because I didn't know what to do for next week and I spent too much time thinking about what to do or what to talk about or stuff like that. Do I succeed at being creative with my videos? No, I don't think I do, but I just love making the videos because they just bring me into a space of creating something that I've never done before. And I feel like doing these videos opens new roads for me of expressing myself and exploring myself. And from that, I believe creativity is gonna come because this is just inspiring for me. I am trying to develop this skill that we call creativity as much as I can every day. I try to experiment with different videos. I try to experiment with new brushes in Procreate. I try to illustrate stuff in different ways. If you want, I can make a video in the future about things that we can do to improve our creativity and to work that muscle a little bit more. I said muscle because I once read somewhere that creativity is like a muscle. The more you work it, or train it, I don't remember how it was, the more able it's gonna be. I don't know how it was, but it was something like that. Like the more you work your creativity, the more creative you're gonna be, something like that. That's a fun quote. So my aim with this video was to tell you a little bit about my creative journey as a very uncreative person. No, but seriously, my aim was to tell you a little bit about my journey and how I wanted to do something creative in my life, even though I don't consider myself a very, very creative person. And how I believe that not being creative shouldn't stop you from pursuing something like design or painting, animation, photography, illustration, whatever you want to do. So if you feel discouraged because you feel like you're not gonna do great in a creative field, just start doing it. Just start creating the shittiest design ever. Eventually, you will learn your way and grow and develop, and you will become the best designer ever. And eventually, creativity will follow as well. The better you become at your art, the better your creativity will be too. Seriously, with enough knowledge and enough discipline in yourself and in your work, I do believe that creativity will come one day, sooner or later. So with all of this being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one next week. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye!